Well, good morning, everybody. As you can see, the chickens are here and enjoying themselves, a little treat. This is Dave. I'm back. It's been over, I think, a month since I had a video. Let me shift here. And been a lot going on. But unfortunately, I have not been making videos here. So, as you can see, we're in the chicken run. It has rained, pouring down raining the last 2 days. So things are a little wet and mucky. Good news is that my metal roof that I put on, we did a video several months ago. That's all previous, just dampness from ages ago, that discoloration there. Not a drop of leaking, not a drop of problems, and not a drop of water. So their covered portion of the run is still dry, still covered. How you doing, girl? Huh? This is one of my cinnamon queens. They were shipped, I guess, or they were gotten accidentally. They were supposed to be Sussex, speckled Sussex. But, oh well, they're laying eggs, they're doing their thing. They're doing all the chicken stuff, so that's great. Still got my rooster there. He's over there. He's busy. He just popped his head up, but he's busy eating. The treat they got this morning is rolled oats. So I did not have any scratch feed to give them. It's been a little chilly. Today's actually a little warmer. But they got some, they're basically whole oats soaked in water for 2 days. And they absolutely love them as a treat. I'm guessing they are probably pretty high energy. So let's turn you around. There you are. Welcome. It's been a tough December. It's been a busy December, or eventful, I should say. So the first thing happened was right after Thanksgiving. Mrs. Observationist Dave and I were stricken with a respiratory ailment. Not sure what it was. I can tell you that we tested 4 times. We tested negative with the home testing kits for the Rona, and not once did it ever test positive. There is other stuff going around, though, definitely RSV, some other things. I don't know what we had. We did not go to the hospital. We stayed at home. We did our thing. We rode it out. Immediately after about 2 weeks, I had to call out from work several days, which is kind of unusual for me. I don't like doing that for actually being sick. I prefer taking my days for when I need them to do either things around here or, fun stuff. So for me to call out sick is unusual. However, be that as it may, that's what happened. And right on the heels of that, I was outside one day unhooking a bush hog from the tractor, slipped on some wet leaves, came down right on the rolled steel edge of the bush hog and struck both knees and really messed one up. Severe bruising, swelling, the whole 9 yards. That was beginning of December, and still have some bruising after 3 weeks, and some stiffness. Have been working it every day, moving it, and hopefully we're getting better here. So today, I just thought I'd come out here, leave a short video, say Merry Christmas to everybody, because that went right on by. We did get to spend time with the family, got to spend time with the kids. That was amazing. Got to spend time with the rooster, and he's excited about it, as you can tell. And got to do... Are you going to start now? Is that what you're going to do? Got to do all the family things that get done around the holidays, and see all the people and do all the things and eat all the foods. And we are now... Nope, that's not it. What are we? December 29th, 2023. A couple days before New Year's, so Happy New Year's to you. For the chickens and the bees, New Year's was... wow, they are really vocal today. For the chickens and the bees, New Year's was December 21st. It's not to suggest they are any sort of pagan or Yule or anything like that. It's just that it is the shortest day of the year. After the shortest day of the year, sorry, I'm switching hands here because one's getting stiff. Are you going to keep on? After the shortest day of the year, the days start getting longer, whereupon chickens start laying more eggs, bees start laying more eggs. They start moving into their more active time of year. So that date is considered New Year's for them. And it's all good. What you doing? Dominique. So what have I got to share here besides, being infected and nearly having to take out one of my knees? One of the things that I wanted to share was I didn't really talk much about it during the gardening season, but of course we are, there's two seasons, the gardening season and the preparing for gardening season. And I did want to show you real quick because I just hauled what small amount of corn I got this year. We always talk about all of our successes. It seems like he is really going to just pluck my nerves, I guess. I hope everybody enjoys the sound of a rooster. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. We always celebrate our successes, but we don't really talk about sometimes our failures. So I'm going to turn you around here real quick. It's not a total failure, but this was not how I expected last year's crop of corn to come out. So let me see here. Okay. There he is. Now, are you gonna crow for the camera at least? You gonna let everybody see you do your thing, huh? Are you? Look. Wow, there we go. There we go. Can you do it one more time? Huh? He took off all the way across the pen now. The pen's about 30 feet long, so he keeps eyeballing one of the hens, and she keeps trying to get away from him, so I think maybe love is in the air. Anyway, so here we go. So corn. I did a video last summer talking about how hard it is to keep corn true and how hard it is to keep it true to its strain because of especially with it being wind pollinated. And I came across, then after I did that video, I came across some work by, if you're familiar with Mr. James Loftus. Mr. Loftus and David the Good, who has his very excellent gardening channel, very popular, has lots of followers, talks about lots of good things, including genetic strains and growing and composting and doing things in a manner that most aligns with nature, so that we're not like killing ourselves to do all these sorts of things. And they talk very much about letting heirloom strains mix, letting heirloom strains don't isolate one or don't isolate another, and just let them mix and they will form strong strains that will grow well in your area. So you take a mix of corn like this, you take the strongest kernels, the best looking seeds, you keep replanting those, and those continue to those that continue to exhibit characteristics that you want, namely that your food is tasty, that your food is healthy, that your food is that your plants are sturdy and hardy, and they do well in your climate, and you keep growing those, and eventually you end up with your own strain or your own flavor or brand that actually grows well with you. We're all familiar with Arkansas Traveler tomatoes, but not everybody has success growing Arkansas Traveler tomatoes. However, some people have wild success. Well, why is that? Because maybe the area you are in, despite how acclaimed and amazing the Arkansas Traveler tomato is, maybe they're just not good in your area. And if you can take the time, and when I say the time, I mean several years, to grow your own strains based on take several strains that grow near you that grow well for you, mix them, and create another strain that will do even better. Cherokee purple tomatoes. I love Cherokee purple tomatoes. They're delicious. I'm in the coastal region of Maryland, and for whatever reason, be it either my overall area or my local climate, maybe there's some sort of bug or disease or fungus or mold or virus or whatever, Cherokee purple tomatoes never do well for me. That's not to say there's anything wrong with Cherokee purple tomatoes, but I have to come up with a tomato that is actually going to be working better for me. And so we are probably going to be working on that this year, certainly using as one of the parents the Siberia tomatoes, which are very delicious, grow very well in my area, and are fruitful. The one thing I don't care for about them is that while they have a good taste, their taste isn't really strong for me, and I enjoy a tomato that is nice, robust, acidic flavor. So that's something to look forward to and that we're going to be working on. However, 2 years ago, I planted the 3 strains I said, Oaxacan green corn, Bloody Butcher, and Johnson County White. And they grew for a year. I took those mixed kernels, planted them again. That was spring of 2021. Spring of 2020. No. That was spring of 2022. Spring of 2023, excuse me, this past one that just passed, I took the mixed kernels from that, the ones that were the plumpest, the best, and had all sorts of good characteristics, really looked good, and replanted those. Just mixed them right into a plot. Why are you so vocal, baby? Huh? Why? What is... What? I fed you, I've watered you. I know what you want. You want to go outside and run around the yard. Okay, but that's not going to happen, right? So I took those 3 strains. Sorry, this feels a little ADD right now. But I took those 3 strains that I mentioned, planted them. The next year I took the mixes of those strains, I replanted them, had fantastic growth, had fantastic, beautiful ears, and they got savaged by deer. And so, after that, all of that, I only ended up with a gallon Ziploc bag of, ooh, don't do that. Hand over the camera. A gallon Ziploc bag of corn. And it's, I don't know, it's probably about 4 or 5 pounds of corn. Obviously not enough corn to live on. Enough corn to have a few treats, and then of course to plant next year. So we're going to plant again spring of 2024. This will be the 3rd season, and hopefully we're going to be coming up here shortly with a Observationist Dave flavor of corn. And I know that Deep South Homestead has talked about this. Danny and Wanda, I think he calls it Danny corn. It's the corn that he worked on. Corn is very easy to work on because it's so visual. You can immediately see. So when I have a kernel of Bloody Butcher, let's see here. See how different those are? One's got way more orange and light colored, and then we start adding another. Some are much darker. Now, Bloody Butcher is naturally a little bit varied in color, but these are obviously have been mixed in. The Oaxacan green, which generally starts out a very greenish, almost like that base of that one, is now much darker. And the Johnson County White, which is a white hard corn, white dent corn. These are all dent corns, but that's a white dent corn. None of them are now white. They're all yellow, which tells me that number one, I have a really noisy chicken. No, but this yellow tells me that all of these have been mixed. So we can see that there's no true strain of that Johnson County White left. So that's what I'm going to be working on this spring. That's what I'm going to be working on. One of the things. We got so many things going on. I still got to get a roof. I've got the paper still on the chicken roof, but I've still got to get the shingles on. And I'm going to be working also this spring on a catchment system, rain catchment system, excuse me, that will hopefully, at least part of the time, I'm going to turn you around, that will at least part of the time be catching rain for me and saving me some work as far as hauling any kind of water, doing anything like that, which is always a pain in the rear. That's about it. The weather's going to be getting colder here. Usually for us, our coldest weather is in mid to late January and February. It's also when our most snowfall is, so we'll have to see about that. We're geared up. We've already we've had wood stocked up for almost a year now. So wood's nice and dry. Wood stove we fired up a few times and it's ready to go. It can do its thing anytime. I hope that you all are getting prepared as well as are already prepared for whatever you've got coming or going. Seems like there's a lot of craziness out there right now. And so, as always, I say, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you on the next video. You have a good one. This is Dave out. Thank you.